whole thing of green olives here.
Oh, there you go.
You like olives?
No, I'm not a big
You
fan
like
of
olives?
it.
I like olives.
No. You know what? I don't mind if they're like cut up. Like I don't mind black olives, like being the eyeball of the jack-o'-lantern pizza with the pepperoni.
Of course,
I'm
yes.
okay with that. That's a fine use of olives. But just
these
eating
are legit
olives.
They've got the pit and everything in them.
Right. Oh, watch yourself! Some of those pits I know can break a tooth. From what I understand, you got to watch out for the pits.
It's a good way to begin a broadcast, eating something.
It is. Just start eating. I'll vamp for you. You know, it was the pits, Johnny. That Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime show. I'll tell you what.
Oh, my God.
God. If I have to hear another person break that down and one way or the other saying it like it solved world hunger or it was a ruination of it was fine. I appreciated what he did.
Good for him.
I love the message. Am I going to go out but I understand it wasn't for me, and I'm not going to go out and buy a Bad Bunny CD or no one buys CDs. I'm not going to go download a bunch of his songs and go see him in concert, but I thought he did an excellent job of using the space and putting on a show that was entertaining, whether you could understand and speak Spanish or not.
Yeah.
Done.
Whatever. Yeah. Why? I just it's such a blip in the entire night that everyone gets so excited about. But man, it really carries a disproportionate amount of weight. Who is performing, who's not performing. It just we really got ourselves wrapped up in this thing. And it was like 13 minutes long, and then we're back to the game. And, when you think about it, year after year, it is such a central moment of who's going to be performing at halftime. And when you add it all up, you go, it's not it's a thing, but it's not, Seriously, if they went back to just having a marching band and playing show tunes, who cares? Right. It's the NFL's only obligation is to play a football game in front of you.
Correct.
That's all they're supposed to do.
And the thing about it is, no matter who they pick, there's always people upset because that's just what we are anymore. Everyone's always going to be upset about something. They could be like, we've resurrected Elvis and John Lennon and the other dead Beatles, and and Kurt Cobain is back alive, and it's the halftime show celebrate. And people are like, well, I can't believe they didn't resurrect blah 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 instead to play. Good luck with all of that, idiots.
Welcome to the show. You can always call us on the Monkey line at 707-4-MONKEY. That's 707-466-6539, or comment below as the show goes on. We've got a lot going on here today, and we begin right here in Chicago, where I'm glad I caught this when I did. It was posted to Reddit early this morning and then taken down for the reasons you see here on the screen. We've got a guy standing out on an ice floe with his camera there on frozen Lake Michigan.
How did he get over there?
I don't know.
Did he? I mean,
that's the question you have.
Well, I mean, did he skinny dip? Like, it seems like hypothermia would be pretty much right up his alley. Although I will say, smart enough to take the clothes off if he's going for a dip.
Right.
Because the clothes would then freeze and stick to your body, and that's not great for you.
And while it's amazingly hilarious that this happened, what you're really going to enjoy in this clip is the play-by-play commentary of two office workers who, according to the account, they were just sitting there at work on a Teams meeting. Guy glances out the window, sees there's somebody out on the lake, which is unusual. February, and it's frozen. And the following transpires.
He's crazy.
Yeah, this is gonna end up on TikTok, on Instagram.
Oh my goodness. Maybe he's like an OnlyFans kind of dude.
I think so, because
his dick is up.
Wow.
Oh my, that's a huge dick.
I was gonna say, if you've seen it from there.
He's posing.
He's proud of that.
Oh my God, he had a blue pill, that's for sure. That can't be. It can't be that cold and your dick is. Oh my God, imagine how big it must be for his dick to be that big in that cold weather. He has no shoes, Sam. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, zoom in more.
I'm on video. Oh my god!
Go bring your bird watcher thingy.
You know what you know what it is?
What is it? It's a sock?
No, he's recording himself posing. That's what he's doing.
Oh my! This is OnlyFans.
Oh, this is definitely OnlyFans shit.
Oh, what? Does he think no one sees him?
I don't know, but
He knows.
Oh my! I'm gonna send you a video afterwards. I think he's getting cold because he might be putting.
no. He's just putting on a hat and. Is he gonna get in the water?
I don't know. Oh no, he's done.
I thought that's what he was gonna do. But
I thought so too. Oh my god, his dick is huge.
Boy, this lady is really. Yeah, there she said it.
Oh, he's done.
Yep, he must be done.
Yeah, he's done. He's packing.
Yeah, she was very compelled. And again, you got to remember, they're in an office building and zoomed in quite a ways from this thing. And so she's kind of looking over this guy's shoulder in the phone, wanting more, wanting to know more.
Oh my God,
I must know more.
How big it must be.
Yeah.
I must know more about the winter penis. Is that Bigfoot out there with his Bigfoot dick?
Yeah.
Out there walking around in the cold?
For his dick to be that big in that cold weather. He has no shoes.
I love how
on.
she's a dick scientist.
This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
She's just like, I've seen a lot of them,
Oh my
and I
God.
know it should be
Zoom in
shrinking.
more.
I can't.
Zoom in more. She tells him to zoom in more. He says, "Look, I'm on my camera. This is as far as it goes." Her next instruction is to go get your bird watcher thingy.
On video. Oh my god!
Go bring your bird
You know,
watcher thingy.
binoculars.
You know what it is?
What is it? It's a sock?
No, he's recording himself posing.
Oh, she thought it was a
That's what
sock.
he's doing.
Oh my! This is OnlyFans.
I will tell you because look, I had to go through and put that little X over his penis on every frame. And
Oh my goodness.
and I will tell you, if you send a self-addressed stamped envelope and $5, and I'll be happy to send you the full uncensored video. It is ridiculously at
Turgid?
full mast. Yes, I mean it is
Okay.
ready to go somehow.
It must be his kink. And it's got to be, I think they're onto something that it's OnlyFans of how
Yeah.
much did someone pay him? Say, hey, I want you to go out, sit your ass in the snow with your huge crank and just sit there and I'll give you $50 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean you can see you can see his camera here. He's just spread to everyone to see, and just walking around on this very precarious ice flow on Lake Michigan.
Oh, this is definitely OnlyFans shit.
Oh, what? Does he think no one sees him?
I don't know, but
I think he wants people to see him. I think so.
Yes, I think
I don't
so
know.
too.
I don't know how you go about now searching somewhere on the internet for nude boner on Lake Michigan guy.
But I want you to search that. If someone
Yeah.
could search that for us, because I'm not doing it in my browser,
Yeah.
or not even in incognito mode, I should say. But if someone can search that out, let us know what the results are. I would really appreciate nude Lake Michigan boner guy.
Because for whatever duration of time, I mean, they find him, kind of in. I mean, he's already stripped down, and
And he
his
set
camera-
up his camera and everything else.
So there's obviously more footage going. So you wonder what is the final product going to be.
It's a great question, and I think she may be onto something. To be able to contain that turgidness in that cold for as long as you did, I think she may be. I think Professor Dick, I'm going to call her, may be onto something. Of the blue pill was involved.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know for certain. Maybe he's just got really, 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 really good circulation.
Yeah. I mean that maybe that's his again. Yeah. It might just be his thing. And that alone is look at him just stretching. Yeah. All right. Check me out, Chicago.
Look at me go. Yep. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. I'm going to stand here for a minute.
No, I'm just gonna-
Yep. I'm going to sit down.
God.
Extreme close up of my crotch.
His
I don't
nuts are
envy you
touching
going
the
in there and
ice,
putting a
right?
little-
His nuts are touching the ice.
Oh, easily.
That's-
Easily his nuts are touching the
That's
ice.
miserable.
Do you think, you know what? Let's play this out in a different way.
Okay.
Do you think maybe he took the blue pill and this is hour 2 of it not going down and he thought, well, you know what? One thing that may be able to bring it down is if I put my balls
Yeah.
in the ice cold and I'm just out here nude on Lake Michigan, maybe that'll shrink my dick.
Right. He's desperate. He's saying my doctor will never believe me, so I need to get my camera out
Right.
to prove this.
No one's going to believe this.
I've got to get rid of this rager I got going on. And
I have a lawsuit on my hands. I have a lawsuit. It's more than 4 hours. Here I am. I'll show you.
And he just, puts his shoes on, grabs his scarf, grabs the tripod, and he's done for the day. That's all the show we got, kids.
I say he's a tripod at this point.
Yeah.
Why has he got to grab another one? Good,
Speaking of fun in the
Primadette.
snow,
yeah, this one is. You look at the headline, you go, okay. The moose gets upset at a woman. She happens upon him or whatever, and the son saves her. But there is way more to this freaking story. All right, just stop me as I read this when you think it's starting to get a little out of hand. All right, here we go. This happened on January 22nd. Sean Tufnell was making his lunch for work while his mom, Angie, walked out to start the car. He said he didn't notice, and he said that his mom didn't notice an underweight bull moose that had taken refuge from the cold and fallen asleep beside the home's dryer vent on a day when the temperature dropped to around minus 48 degrees Celsius with the wind chill.
wow.
I don't know what that is Fahrenheit, but it sounds effing cold.
Very nice.
All right? So mom's got to go outside and start the car. Once she noticed the animal, he said that the mom tried running away, but the startled moose ran after her. Tufnell said he heard his mom saying something and could tell by the tone that it wasn't very good. At first, he thought the noise was just a reaction to the cold, but he said the sounds became way scarier as he got closer to the door. So first, he just thought mom was yelling, "God damn it, it's cold out here, son of a bitch." And then he's like, uh-oh. He goes, I opened the door, and then 7 or 8 feet from the door, there was a 3-year-old bull standing on top of her.
Oh, my God. On top of her.
Yeah, so mom kind of got close enough to the door, but she's 8 feet away from the door when the son, 22, making his lunch to go to work, realizes, oh, no, mom's in trouble. He said at that point, he tried yelling at the moose, but when that didn't get it to move, he punched the animal in its face. So he's like, get out of here, moose, get off my mom.
And think about the face is it's like a moose is huge. They're like 7, 8 feet tall. How do you punch it in the face without getting on a ladder?
Well, it's only 3 years old. I don't know when they become fully giant, and it also was malnourished, but still. So now he's punched the moose in the face.
A sickly moose.
Damn sickly moose, and he punches it in the face. That doesn't do it either. He said he then armed himself with a shovel and hit the moose a few times, causing it to leave his mother and go after him instead. So now the moose is like, you know what? Now I'm pissed. You punched me in the face, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you hit me with a shovel. Now you're going to be underneath me. I don't care. He then says it came at him so fast that I fell back into the house. So now he's fallen back into the house and the moose is charging him.
Wow.
All right. Mom's just lying there like a slug. A struggle between him and the moose ensued, and Tufnell said that he was hit in the stomach multiple times and slammed into the door frame. So now the moose is exacting its revenge on the entire family, saying, I was just trying to be by the dryer vent, and you sons of bitches caused all this. I'm bringing it to you.
Mm-hmm.
He says, at that point, I was screaming for my mom's boyfriend to wake up and bring me a gun. So mom's boyfriend is sleeping, and he's just yelling, bring me a gun, bring me a gun, bring me a gun. Once the gun was received, he said he fired 5 shots trying to blind the moose so that it couldn't go after my mom. So now he's got a gun. He's tussling with the moose. He's trying to shoot the moose's eye out with the gun to try to blind the moose.
I've never fired a gun at an animal in my life. Is that the most effective way to bring down a moose?
I don't know for certain.
All right.
He then said he fired 15 more times before the animal fell.
God bless.
He said, finally, I got through to the brain and dropped it. After helping his mom get up off the pavement, He reloaded 2 or 3 more 10-shot clips to make sure the moose wasn't going to get up and hurt anyone else, and to, quote, put the moose out of its misery.
That's horrible, but probably the right thing to do.
All told, Tufnell said from the time he began shooting until he finished, it only took about 90 seconds, but he fired roughly 40 bullets.
Wow.
He then said, wasn't much suffering or anything worse than what we went through. So he said, for all you PETA sons of bitches saying I shot him too many times, that moose attacked us. And it was nothing worse than what he did to us.
I don't know that the moose would agree with his assessment, but that does sound like a pretty harrowing experience for everybody.
He said he walked away from the encounter with a bruise, and he said he suspects one of his ribs is either broken or cracked. It's pretty damn painful. As for his mom, her injuries included minor cuts from falling on the gravel, bruises on her ribs, forehead, and ankle where the moose stepped, as well as a 3-inch cut on the inside of her right calf. He goes, we had to do, I think, 8 internal stitches and then about 20 on the outside to stitch that up. He said that his mom is dealing with the mental toll of the encounter. My mom's pretty traumatized, being chased down by a moose. Mm-hmm. While conservation officers tested the moose and told Tufnell it showed no signs of rabies. To err on the side of caution. Yeah, he and his mom are planning to start a series of immunizations. So, yeah. So there you go.
Do you take it to a taxidermist and have it mounted? Is that something that you, even with the bullet holes in its eyes, and
I
the
think even more
dislocated
so
jaw
because of
from
that.
your right hook?
But I think it's going to traumatize mom, but you keep that for when you get your own apartment.
That's true.
Like that's a conversation piece. Like, my mom could be dead, but I punched this moose in the face, then I hit it with a shovel, then it knocked me into a door jam, then I called for a gun, then I shot its eyes out, then I shot another 90 other times, and finally fell to the ground, and then I double tapped it to make sure it was dead.
That's the answer. You taxidermy it and put it outside as a warning to the other moose.
Correct.
Yeah, you come around here, shit's gonna get real.
Yeah, you come at me or my mom, I'm going to punch you in the face, and I'm going to shoot you 40 times in 90 seconds, including trying to blind you.
Wow.
God bless. Yeah, that's quite the tale, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Did he get a call from the Canadian Mountie saying, hey, Sergeant,
Actually, in an emailed statement, the Saskatchewan Ministry of Community Safety corroborated his account. The ministry wrote on January 22nd that there was a moose encounter resulting in minor injuries to one individual.
Yeah.
Ministry said it happened after the person unintentionally startled the moose. According to the ministry, conservation officers transported the moose to the Canadian Wildlife Cooperative in Saskatoon for a necropsy on January 23rd. Ministry did not confirm whether there would be any further investigation in the incident, reminded the public that although most wildlife naturally move on, moose are large and unpredictable, so it's important to keep your distance and call the authorities if you encounter one in an urban area, and not fire 40 shots in 90 seconds, including try to blind a moose.
That's pretty incredible.
Yikes.
That is pretty incredible. Yes. Well, here's the latest that the Russians are working on. They are trying to bioengineer pigeons, and this has authorities very, very concerned. Russia apparently is in early real-world trials of bio-drones, live birds that have had neural interfaces implanted so that the Russians can usually just control the pigeons.
If any animal was going to be able to be controlled with a neurotransmitter this easily, it'd be a pigeon. Pigeons are doves. Yeah. They're the stupidest of the birds.
Company says that the system nudges birds toward preset routes while filtering identifiable details on device to meet local privacy rules. The initial pilots use pigeons fitted with small controller back-mounted solar panels.
Oh, Christ.
What are we doing here?
How big are those solar panels? Yeah. Sorry. Got to put that solar panel on there. I'm assuming there's video. Is there a video feed like in their eyes too or something?
Yeah, really. The mission is listed on the site as Viva Homo Perfectus, advancing the next stage of human evolution with neurotechnology. So what's concerning is, and this has been talked about for a while, is there a way that we can put a chip in our brain and make us even more amazing than we already are? The company insists its mission is to purely serve utilities, logistics, and agriculture, but it is Russia, and so people are concerned about the possible military implications of being attacked by a flock of pigeons.
Well, he needs another way. Old Putin does of getting rid of his adversaries. He's already used, the whoops. You slipped off a balcony and all the poisonous stuff. So he needs the mind control pigeons now to make it look legit.
An advisor to the Pentagon says that the biodrones could, in theory, easily be used to transmit diseases into enemy territory and poop on your car.
That's right. Exactly. I just shit on your tank. Ha 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 ha.
The group was found to have invested some 360 million rubles. That's about $4.7 million.
$5? I thought it was like $5.
Investments were linked to Kremlin-backed sources, including those of oligarch Vladimir Potanin's Interos. The company has denied any links with the Russian government, so you can trust if you see a Russian pigeon, please do not harass the poor thing. It is being used purely for altruistic and civilian purposes.
By the way, can we bring Greg's comment real quick? Well played. I like a good pun, Greg. That's well done of what it's going to be used for. That is out of sight. Out of sight, Greg.
It's
well
something.
done, sir. Yeah, well done. Well done. Yeah, I don't trust any animal coming out of Russia that isn't a bear on a unicycle.
Yeah, exactly.
That's about
and
the
even
only
those are very, very dangerous.
Yes. Well, if you're talking about trying to make us better as humans, how about this story, ladies and gentlemen? Apparently, the newest trend isn't getting Botox or anything. No. It's taking dead people fat and injecting it into your boobs or your butt.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Someone says, we're just recycling. Oh, come on.
Yeah, I like that the headline says ethically sourced.
No, it's from dead people.
Right.
Yeah. This woman paid $45,000 to get her hips and rear pumped full of dead person's donated fat. She says, it could sound jarring at first,
Yeah.
but when you look at it scientifically, cadaver donor tissue, the bone, skin, and tendons removed from the deceased donor, has been used in medicine for decades. So why not just use all of it? She was asked that her last name be withheld. She used the harvested human remains for a mini Brazilian butt lift. She also relied on borrowed goods to fill her hip dips and to revise a botched liposuction job on her inner left thigh. She says it's highly regulated and ethically sourced. It's like we're recycling. No, you're taking dead people fat and then shooting it into your own body.
It's regulated by whom? There is no department of dead fat people.
Right. Like there's organ donors and tissue donors. You sign up for that, right? You sign up for that if you want to on your driver's license. I don't know if there's a box to check to say, and by the way, give my fat to Saggy Tits McGee or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They say it's not turning empty soda cans into airplane parts, but giving new life to the fallen's fat is how AlloClay, a glamorous, albeit ghoulish new advancement in non-surgical cosmetic enhancements, is helping slim centerfolds achieve the boobs and butts of their wildest dreams.
Okay,
they say it's different. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, go right ahead.
You're getting intimate with a woman, and you say, "Oh my God, I just saw your boobs. Oh my God." Do you say, "Oh, that's right. They're from dead people. I had dead people implants on there." Is that? I mean, do you ever confess?
I don't think you can. You can't be like, oh, girl, that ass goes on for days. You wouldn't believe it. It's gone on for days past the person who first had it.
Because, I mean, yes, on one hand, it's artificial, but on the other hand, it's not artificial. You could legitimately say, are those real? Yes.
Yes.
You could say that.
You could. It's not saline. It's fat.
It's real.
It's fat. It is real. They say it's different than other non-surgical enlargements on the market because, well, it's relying on people who kick the bucket. And they say, if you're suddenly worried about ticking the organ donor box in your driver's license mean you could wind up someone else's behind, it's not that simple. The fat comes from full body donations, which are handled in the Empire State by the Associated Medical Schools of New York, which requires a separate, no limitation sign up. Donors must be over the age of 18, devoid of specific medical conditions such as transmittable disease, and have not undergone an autopsy. Darren Smith, the board-certified plastic surgeon who performed Stacy's procedure with aloe clay, explained that the injectable functions as a off-the-shelf fat graft. What? Yeah. And here's the word he cannot say. It's a tremendous asset for patients who are pretty lean, fit, and don't have a lot of fat of their own.
Shut up. Doesn't he look like maybe he took some out of his own jowls and is about to inject you with them?
Yes, it kind of does. I'm not just a member, I'm also a client. I'm the Cy Sperling of aloe.
You want some bigger boobs? I got some boobs for you. Flip.
We never ending supply. I got mine from my own.
I get
from my
thinner
own
and
doctor.
you get bigger. Burp, 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 burp. Good Lord.
Yeah. Get this. He says, I get a lot of liposuction revision requests from people who underwent surgery at other practices. Aloe Care is awesome for those, too, because the last thing those patients want is more liposuction to harvest fat to fix to an area with divots, so we just take dead people fat and do it instead.
How badly do you want this? I mean, you've got to, I don't know, man.
Aren't we worried about how fat we're getting as a nation, and now we're just like, I want more fat put in me?
I mean, don't they do some, I don't know. I thought that you had to have some sort of, maybe I'm crossing my wires here, but I thought you had to have some sort of psychological counseling before you went in through any dramatic plastic surgery reconstruction sort of a thing to make sure that, you're.
I don't know.
I think I must be thinking of something else. That sounds like a good idea, though. It sounds like something that should happen.
It probably should.
Yeah.
Now get this. You know who else loves the new dead fat shots?
Who?
Apparently people who are on like Ozempic and using those GLP-1 weight losses, now because it's making stuff uneven because of how quickly they're losing weight, now they're taking dead fat and putting it in the places they want to still be fat.
Oh, okay. So just sloshing things around like you're a water balloon?
Yeah, exactly. It's from Aloe Clay. It's from Tiger Aesthetics, a tissue engineering company. It's the first structural adipose tissue designed for aesthetic body procedures, providing cushioning, volume, and support, according to its website. Sterilized and stripped of the donor's DNA, the filler retains the 3D honeycomb structure of the adipocytes to provide immediate volume at the application site. The company, though, does not specify where exactly the fat they use comes from. Representatives for Tiger Aesthetics did not immediately respond to the posting inquiries about the production, cadaver screening process, or the rising popularity of aloe clay, which hit the market last year.
Wow.
That's a little sketch, isn't it? If they're not telling you where they're getting the fat from.
Right. Man.
Wow.
They do everything.
That's crazy. Wow.
Enhanced viability fat transfer.
You can't use those words together in a sentence.
I don't even know what they mean. I don't know what I just said. What is
I
that?
don't either.
What is that? What is that?
Is that where they have the fat?
What is that thing? Do they connect you to that thing? What is that?
Is that the fat sucker? Oh, it's a mesh filter. Do they make sure that all the...
Oh, see?
Yeah, check out my fat boobs.
It's not a compliment, ladies.
No, it's not. God. That's just a lot of charts. Oh, no. A new standard in fat transfer. Why do we have a standard to begin with? What was the original standard of fat transfer?
Oh, God almighty. Yeah, this is pretty, see how pretty she is?
Oh, yeah.
Look at all those needles. Why are we
a
doing this,
study.
man? Why
I have
are we
no
doing
idea.
This? See, we got
By the way, Stacy says, I used to get bullied for not having any butt whatsoever. Now I'm getting checked out like crazy. My husband's like, whoa, you can't go anywhere without me now because of the dead fat in my butete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wanting a natural and supple finish, the Pilates. It's a grim detail Daphne often reminds herself to forget. I've chosen not to think about it, referring to the creepiness of using fat from an anonymous cadaver source. Dr. Anna explained that aloe care would give me the best results, and she was so right. Unparalleled confidence is what I'm getting from this dead fat in my ass.
Yeah, it looks gross. It just all looks gross. This is not appealing.
Yeah.
That's not
here we go.
appetizing.
Here we go. Here's someone said, we'd like to call aloe clay fat with benefits. The board certified insider told the Post. It's different than your own body fat because it comes with different structural components. Your own body's fat doesn't have more structure. So the product is an awesome option for patients who don't necessarily want implants, but want some structure there. Once administered, the aloe care functions similarly to natural body fat. Thus, if the patient gains or loses weight over time, its results from the injectable will change. But the doctor said patients could have it done multiple times. If you like the effect, you can always come and add more because there's more dead fatties we got in our locker.
There's always going to be extra dead fat people. Wow.
And of course, the doctor's jowl isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I eat nothing but beef and cake to make sure. God bless.
Going for a checkup. Like, let me balance that out for you.
God, so weird.
Hey, speaking of somebody weird, probably bioengineered himself. The Epstein files are now revealing that RFK Jr., who's already weird, went on a dinosaur bone hunt with Jeff and Ghislaine.
Is that code for something or is actual dinosaur bones?
There was a 2012 email exchange between Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I never know how to say her name.
I don't either.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine.
Discussing a fossil hunting excursion. In one message, Epstein described plans for, quote, dinosaur and fossil hunting with Jack Horner on the ranch. Maxwell responded.
Little Jack Horner?
Yeah. Everything sounds dirty that this guy does.
Yes, pretty much. Even his friends.
Maxwell says, love that. Didn't we go fossil hunting with him and Bobby Kennedy in North Dakota? Epstein said, yes.
Yikes.
The trip resurfaced during a Justice Department interview with Maxwell. So when they did that interview with the Assistant Attorney General, that was one of the questions he said, did you go dinosaur hunting with Bobby Kennedy?
Dinosaur born hunting.
Yeah.
Well, yes, I did. Great times we had.
Blanche asked, Todd Blanche, the Assistant Attorney General, said, did you go on a trip together? She says, yes, we went on a trip together. We went dinosaur bone hunting in the Dakotas. The trip took place in South Dakota on the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. We collected fossils without explicit tribal permission is considered looting.
So not only were they being lewd and gross with everything else they're doing, they're also looting.
Yeah.
Those bastards.
Yeah. And that's not, you don't go on a dinosaur fossil hunt with Jeffrey Epstein and there not be some freaky discussion about freaky sex with freaky. I don't even want to talk about it because we're going to get knocked off YouTube.
Yeah, you are dead on with that whole kind of summation there because of your summary.
That's one of the things that's just driving me bananas about this is, yes, it's legally appropriate to say, now just because a name shows up in the files doesn't necessarily mean the person is implicated of any wrongdoing. Blah, blah, blah. But in this case,
no. Yeah. If you show up there, sans Jon Stewart, who a couple weeks ago said they just ran it, and it was because someone was saying that Epstein should have like a documentary made, and a Jon Stewart type should voice it over. But if you're mentioned in there more than, I don't know, 5 times.
Well,
Yeah.
you're emailing and hanging out with the guy. At some point, you just got to go, yeah, this guy seemed like his entire world was surrounding sex trafficking, underage women, children. And so you just go, man, yeah, if you were emailing, talking to this guy, you were probably...
Yeah. If you're chummy enough to go on a dinosaur bone hunt in the Dakotas, you know what the hell's going on.
How well do you have to know a
Sorry.
person before, you go on a dinosaur bone hunt?
I mean, we've known each other for years, and if you were to email me out of nowhere and say, "Hey, Mike, do you want to go on a dinosaur?" I'd be like, "No, you can do that on your own."
The answer is no.
I appreciate, and vice versa. Yeah. If I were to email you and say, "Hey, Johnny, I got this great trip lined up. Would you like to go on this dinosaur bone hunt with me in the Dakotas?" You would say, "No, that's a hard pass."
Yeah, it's appropriate to say, "I don't know what you're talking about or what you have in mind, but I want no part of it. Lose my phone number."
Yes, we're never doing this show again.
Another Olympics is underway, and another scandal has rocked the Olympics.
Yeah, doping scandal, but I think it may have to do with our first story of the night.
Yeah. This is pretty amazing, where there is concern that Olympic ski jumpers have been injecting hyaluronic acid into their penises to fly further. I don't know if it's like a rudder.
Cut drag.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't want too much bulge there. You cut drag. I guess. I don't know what the acid is exactly doing, but continue on.
A study by the scientific journal Frontiers found that just a 2-centimeter increase in the bodysuit could add 5 to 6 meters in the jump.
Oh.
There's apparently a rule that the bodysuit that the skiers wear can only have so much space between the skier's body for that reason.
Oh.
So apparently there is a rule written in that said, we will measure the gap between the suit you're wearing and all of your body parts to make sure you're not cheating.
Gotcha.
So in comes injecting your dong with hyaluronic acid. The wild rumor started weeks ago. Yeah. But the Olympic Committee is saying this is absolute hearsay. There has never been any indication, let alone evidence, that any competitor has ever made use of this to gain a competitive advantage. Athletes are measured before the season using 3D body scanners while wearing skin-tight underwear. The report suggests some athletes might be attempting to enhance their performance by using the injections to increase the measurements and thus qualify for a bigger bodysuit.
Oh, okay. So it's not while you're ski jumping.
Right.
It's right before you go into the 3D printer or the 3D scan that you go, all right, now I'm going to be a little bit more impressive down there, and I'll get a little more room in the old suitorino.
And evidently last year, Norway's team was caught altering the crotch area of suits with extra stitching to make them bigger. And as you can see in this very helpful graphic, this is how it works.
Oh, the updraft of your nuts.
You see how it works there?
Yeah. You got your crotch right there, and then you jump over a car, which I didn't know was part of it.
Yeah.
And then you hope to land.
Eric's got the right idea. And so you look huge when you get measured for the suit, and then when it's time to actually get the suit, you're just like, oh, there's this extra material here. Something must have happened. Here's the thing, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching ski jumping the last couple of days. All I can look at right now is their crotch.
Their balls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get to that one angle where they go over the camera, and I'm like trying to see if it's...
He ejected.
It's flapping.
It's flapping around.
It's like, hey, that's an extra 2 centimeters.
Can you imagine their partner going, oh, did you do that for me? Yeah. And then they go, no, not for you. A one-time thing so I can get a bigger suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, Well, that's it. I'm going to go watch the Lake Michigan guy instead.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that was his story.
Could be. I don't know.
Yeah. Because I mean, you're not going to walk into the 3D scanner turgid. That would be obviously turgid.
But you want a little acid to you want a little acid in there to make, elongate and just give you a little extra, some heft, I guess. Just, look at me.
I mean, the science that 2 extra centimeters can get you 6 more meters of a jump.
Size matters, I guess.
I guess, yeah. That's some crazy aerodynamics, as you can clearly see in this very helpful diagram.
Right. Exactly. It makes it perfectly clear. I can see right there that
you can obviously jump a Volvo. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Little did I know. You know what? I know there's no snow around here where I'm at, but next time in the Midwest, I'm going to shoot some of that acid in my dick and jump over a Volvo just for a good time.
Mm-hmm. Spouses must be very sad the day of the fitting. They are bigger, and then a week later, it's gone. Yeah, that's a drag.
That's the way it rolls. Exactly.
So yeah, keep an eye on your favorite Olympic long jump because they might be
ski jumper.
Ski jumper. Yeah.
Be your ski jumper and check out his crotch. And if you're confused about the sport at all or scoring, please refer back to this video with a wonderful graphic that shows you exactly
this is what's going on.
What the hell this sport's all about. There's your graphic. Wow, and amaze your friends with your knowledge of ski jumping, the ski jumper's dicks, and a Volvo.
And his crotch is bleeding, apparently.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't yours if you injected it with something?
Probably so.
Why don't you just inject some fat in your nuts from a fat doctor, and then you have a big old bulge?
Well, we don't got much going on here in the upper Midwest, so we like to give our snowplows pet names.
Oh, I love this. Each and every year, you would think that it'd be becoming more and more difficult to get some originality. And granted, they're not all winners. But the thought and the puns put in by some of these individuals are impressive. And every year, I like to give them a shout out. So here are just some of the ones from Minnesota. Obviously, some better than others. I can't stand Don't Flurry, Be Happy. That one, not great for me. But I do like 86753 O'Brien right there at the top.
Wow. Yeah.
I like that one. That's a thinker.
Feeling
Flurious
salty.
George.
That's
Flurious
good.
George, also a good one.
Yeah. LL Cool Blade. I would vote for that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about I Got Friends in Snow Places.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Or John Bon Snowy. Can we go back to the one, back a page? The K-pop Blizzard Hunter. That's just a blatant trying to get in on pop culture.
Right.
There's no thought behind that one whatsoever.
Yeah.
Kick that one out.
That's a pretty easy one. Six sleddin'. You know?
Oh,
again,
no.
That's a thinker.
6. Yeah, it is. 6'7", 6'7". Life of a Snow Girl. There's your Taylor Swift one. Led Zeppelin. We've seen that one before. I like O for Schleet's sake. That I like that one.
And you can hear somebody in a Minnesotan accent say it, right?
Oh, for Schleet's sake.
Yeah. See, that fits. Yeah. That works.
Whiteout Warrior doesn't do much for me. That one's a little or Walter Whiteout, but I'm not a big Breaking Bad fan. Yeah. So there's some good ones on that list there.
Also here in the city of Chicago, they're doing a very similar thing, and a report recently in the news says that the one right there at the top, Abolish ICE, is in the lead, which is, good for you, Chicago.
Right, exactly. As well as should be.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at some of the other ones there, it's a real deep cut. But the Cheryl Scott warned you about this.
Right.
That's a one.
Yeah. Buckingham Plowton, I think, is nice. Deep cut again, Daniel Burnham, he was one of the original founding city fathers of Chicago.
Chance the Scraper I like too, though.
Yeah, that one's good. Jeffrey Plowley doesn't. I mean, I see what you're going for there, but that's a long way to get to the joke.
I do like Mustard Snow Ketchup. That's a good one, too.
I think that's a good one, too. Again, we got another 6'7" reference in there.
But that, by the way, plowing 6'7" inches sounds like it's actually a title of an OnlyFans page or a movie.
It does. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. I do like Pope Frio the 15th, right? Or 14th, excuse me.
Yeah. I also like Sven Cooley.
Sven Cooley.
That's
good.
a really deep reference.
Yep.
The rest of them, not great. Herbs and Horts Now, and This Isn't Florida. Not a lot of thought behind those.
Mm-hmm. So,
But
but
there's some good ones there.
Abolish ICE is taking the lead from what I've understood from local sources here, which is
Oh, I just noticed the Caleb Chilliams. That's
Yeah?
a pretty decent one too. On Caleb. Well
Yeah.
done. Time for the Plowculator. Oh man, someone's still going to the clubs and listening to the Percolator. So well done. Well done.
this is what we do in the Midwest.
Yeah. We got time on our hands. Well, here's a fantastic story of
Oh wow.
a couple of individuals after a long night of drinking who get into a little bit of a back and forth, and it ends up with a lasagna pan on a man's head. Let us take
tell.
you here to this gentleman called police to a home in Hopkins Heights neighborhood past Thursday. An investigator reported domestic dispute involving a tray of food. When officers arrived at the scene, they found a married couple who, according to the report, appeared to be very intoxicated. A man at the house told police that his wife yelled at him and threw lasagna in his face. Officers noted they could see pieces of lasagna on the man's shirt and in his hair. The woman told a different story to police. She claimed the man was being aggressive toward her. Later, she told an officer over the phone that she threw the food because the man was being rude and had tried to push her out of the house. Here's a partial transcript from the police report recounting the conversation between the officer and the wife. Are you ready?
Yeah. And then I have a question.
Okay. I asked her how he had gotten lasagna all over him, to which she stated, I threw it at him. When I asked why, she said, because he was being a butthole.
Nice.
Not an asshole, but a butthole.
Being a butthole.
When I explained to her that she did what she did was assault, she stated, well, he chest bumped me 4 times and punched me in the face. I asked her if she wanted to pursue charges, and she said no, and that she never wanted the police involved anyway. She just wanted him to stop being a butthole. Police told the man and woman to stay away from each other for the rest of the night to avoid further trouble. You know, he was being a butthole. Anyway, continue. What was your question?
Yeah. So she gets chest bumped and pushed in the face or something. So she gets hit in the face.
Yeah, so she says she got chest bumped 4 times and then punched in the face.
Where'd she get the lasagna?
I think you when you're drunk, you do things and you put things in the stove and you forget about them sometimes. Never done that? Come home?
Well, yes,
They're like,
yes,
well, I'm hungry. What do we got? Oh, we got lasagna left over. Throw that in the oven. And then they start fighting, and she gets chest bumped, and then go ahead.
But you see, when I guess I'm trying to picture the scenario where he chest bumps her 4 times, hits her in the face. Is she holding the lasagna and chucks it, or did she got around him, went to the hot oven?
Correct. I think what happened was
had time to get oven mitts on. There's something wrong here.
Well, he was being a butthole, Johnny.
Well, I know he was being a butthole. I don't dispute that, Your Honor.
Yeah, he was not only being a butthole, but a whole butt. I feel like what transpired was they got enough. They were getting in the yard. They come home. They're hungry because they're drunk. They put the lasagna in. Then stuff starts going bad. He does his chest bumping and face punching, and then it's just like, and by the way, bring me that lasagna, woman. I'm hungry. Okay. And then she goes, I'll give you lasagna. And she comes and just dumps lasagna over. And then he calls the cops.
Okay.
What kind of man calls the cops over lasagna over his head?
Well, I don't know. You're adding things to the story that weren't in the official police account. So I would like that stricken from the record.
That was only partial. That was only a partial account, Johnny.
The jury ignores the last statement from Mr. Windmacher, please.
He was being a butthole, Johnny.
He was being
That's
a
enough
butthole.
said. He was being a butthole.
He is guilty of being a butthole.
If you're a butthole, you're going to get lasagna on your head.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the universal rule.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm on her side. I think I'm on her side.
I am too. She got chest bumped and punched in the face, and then she just dumped some lasagna. I feel bad that lasagna went uneaten. That looks like tasty lasagna.
I tell you, lasagna is one of those foods where if you're not careful, I mean, how many top of mouth burns have you gotten from a surprise hot spot in lasagna? That could hurt somebody.
It very well could be, because down deep in there, like the fifth layer of hell in that fifth layer of lasagna. It'll
It's
burn your
insulated.
mouth.
It's like natural
Yeah.
Italian insulation. Look at that. You could put
It
that in
is.
your attic.
It is. Exactly. Not only will it burn your mouth, but it'll take care of a butthole in your house.
Oh, hey, I like it when that music comes on.
I do too.
It is time for This Week in Slow-Mo.
Ooh.
God, that just looks like a mess already, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. That's a pink scooter.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a scooter catastrophe. There's no other way around it. But like other slow-mo videos we've had before, there's a double whammy in here, and so there's a lot that we need to pick apart as we go through this. So let's watch the video.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. First of all, there's a scooter-ass crossing guard?
Okay, yeah. Good eyes.
But there's a scooter crossing guard, so apparently it's a thing that happens every day.
Mm-hmm.
People picking up their scooters from school, driving them around, and I'm not quite sure who's in the wrong there. I'm assuming the person who I thought they were going straight across.
Yeah.
I did not know they'd be going against traffic. That's where things started to go awry a bit.
Yeah, let's slow it down because there are many points in here where you go, I'm not sure who's screwed up, but it is an absolute, it's a pell-mell.
Well played.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. It's just the sound. And then how does this dope is that hit the by the way, can I just say that crossing guard looks like the Incredible freaking Hulk, and the fact that he's still standing and the moving vehicle has fallen over.
Mm-hmm. By the way, there's a sound in here that I can't not hear every time when the little pink scooter falls over. It goes beep.
Does it? Oh no, I didn't hear
listen.
that.
Yeah, just listen when the little pink scooter falls over. Beep. Beep.
Maybe you should have used that horn a little bit sooner, you dumbass. Okay.
Now,
if we
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if we back it up, I think trouble begins when the individual in the white scooter that hits the scooter cross lady they're in such a hurry they don't see scooter crossing guard man, and then they floor it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. All right. So here we have, the scooter crossing guard walks out and gives a pretty limp stop sign.
Correct.
Okay.
I will give you that. He doesn't really commit.
In fact, and it might be a woman. I thought I saw a ponytail, but it doesn't matter. Crossing guard is holding the sign perpendicular, so you, from the perspective of the scooter people, you don't really see it.
Correct.
Now,
okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Now, scooter 1 is waiting for crossing guard to make room. Scooter 2 is back here behind another scooter, so can't see the crossing guard.
And the scooter it's behind is the pink scooter, by the way.
I think you might be right. Okay. Now, scooter 1 pulls out with brakes on, because you can see the brake lights. Yeah?
Yes. Yes, I forgot scooter 1. All right, so this is scooter 1 pulling out and almost clipping the crossing guard to begin with,
right,
who is still, to your point, not holding the stop sign the correct way.
There's no way if you're approaching the crossing guard that you see the stop sign.
I mean, he just is banking on he's the scooter crossing guard.
Yeah. Scooter 2 is back here. Now, Crossing guard drops the sign. At this time, scooter 2 has overtaken another scooter.
Correct.
All right.
Pink scooter.
Yeah. Now, scooter 1 has her brakes on. Stops. Did you see that?
Yes, you're right. Instead of trying to swerve out of the way, she hits the brakes.
Hits the brakes. Yeah, you can tell she slows down right there. And so now it's inevitable. Now they have to crash.
Right. Yeah. Irresistible force in the movable object.
Yeah.
Like Gorilla Monsoon used to say.
My question, though, is there are no street lines, so we don't know. Is scooter number 2 too far in the other lane, or has scooter 1 not cleared quite enough?
I think scooter 2 is too far over.
I think so, too.
I think they're driving on the left side, and I think they're way too much into the other lane, but also scooter 1 should have cleared it by now.
Right. Because scooter 2 passes. There he goes.
Right. He passes.
Scooter 1 hits the brakes.
And meanwhile, finally the freaking stop sign is the right way as he's walking away.
Right. And so now scooter 1 hits the brakes and the crash is inevitable.
Correct.
Now crossing guard turns to help, but violates crossing guard rule number 1, look both ways.
Correct. He just immediately runs. Try to help.
Beep.
Yeah.
All right, let's follow the trials of scooter 1 here.
All right.
Brake.
Boom. Wow. Both go flying. Poor scooter 1.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think scooter 2 could possibly have maneuvered around.
No. Because they would have hit crossing guard.
Yeah. She's hitting the brakes here, and it's too late.
Yeah. They could have made an attempt, though. Like, they could have skidded down and slid into her instead of, just kept going.
We're not talking about high speeds here.
No. I mean, it's a scooter.
It is a
How
scooter.
high speed could it be?
All right. Then we watch the crossing guard.
Which, once again, for the crossing guard, you have a damn stop sign in your hand.
Yeah.
And you walk out, instead of doing that in front of the person who's coming at you and holding the stop sign, you just walk out like a dope and then put your hands out.
Yeah. I mean, already, look how close look how scooter 3 is already. And crossing guard is looking at the accident.
There goes the stop sign.
Yeah. Crossing guard gets back up on her feet pretty quickly, though.
Yeah.
Did you catch that?
He and or she
yeah,
gets up. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty fast.
Yeah.
I almost thought they never left their feet, but they go down to a knee for 1 second.
Yeah.
And they were right back up.
Beep.
Beep.
Let's watch the anguish cam, Mike.
All right.
All right. That first moment of anguish is, it's inevitable. I mean, that's a terrible feeling.
It is. It's the Cleveland. No.
Anytime legs go in the air, that's funny to me.
Yeah. When they become a Kimbo,
Yes.
that's anguish.
That's anguish. Again, inevitable.
Correct.
And legs in the air.
Leg. That's another one.
Beep. Now, I would like to draw your attention to the aftermath, because there's some interesting stuff that happens after everybody is down.
Okay.
Okay. This scooter I've lost count now.
2,
Scooter.
or Scooter 3.
No, Scooter
That's the
3.
pink scooter, Scooter
Pink
3.
scooter.
4, 5, and 6 are behind us.
Yeah. The driver of Scooter 3 gets up and goes to help Scooter 1.
Well, that's a passenger of Scooter 3. Who then goes over to help.
Yeah. Which is very nice, but you've abandoned your own scooter.
Well, you've abandoned your own scooter driver.
Okay.
Oh, no, now we get another scooter. Scooter 7 has entered the chat.
Stand by.
Coming the other way.
A lot more scooters are coming. Watch
Oh,
there,
no.
on the left. Look out! Now on the right, look at this parade of scooters. Jesus.
Oh, we got the guy trying to cross without the crossing guard.
Yeah. And again, right there. Look at
Oh,
this.
no,
Look at this
here's another
insanity. Look at this. Nobody.
We don't have police.
They're still right there in the middle. There's people. There's carnage right in the street. And people are just zipping by like it's nothing.
Damn. Oh, look at this. Look at this dick coming through between where the
This guy
crossing
here?
guard used to be and
Yeah.
that guy. Holy crap.
Oh, but yeah, he
Oh,
almost gets
no.
into an accident. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. He's not paying attention.
Ramba-ba-bamba.
The crossing guard has given up. At this point, they're like, I'm out. I quit for the day.
The crossing guard has no stop sign. The crossing guard is
No.
unarmed.
It just has a whistle, I think. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Brenda.
Now we got a car.
Yeah, and get a civilian here directing traffic.
Because the crossing guard's given up.
Yeah, he's deputized himself, and he's. Yeah, that's
Where's
insane,
the-
isn't it?
Where's the original people that were in the accident? They're over by the vans?
Yeah, I think. This is.
Okay.
That's Scooter 1.
They th-
This is Scooter 3. And I don't know where Scooter 2 went
2?
to. That's a
No,
good question.
we have to rewind. Now it's like the Zapruder film. Where the hell
Right.
did Scooter...
Okay.
Oh, no, there's Scooter 1 being moved right now.
Yeah.
Scooter 1 has been moved. No, I take that back. That's Scooter 2.
We're missing a
Scooter-
scooter.
No,
Hang on.
no, back it up. Back it up, Terry. All right. So Scooter 1 is still on the ground.
Yeah.
So Scooter 2 is the white scooter. Scooter 3 is the pink scooter. Scooter 1 is the
No.
original scooter with
We're-
the lady in the skirt.
We're missing a scooter, Mike.
No, that's the only 3 scooters that are involved to begin with. We have
Okay,
Scooter
so
1 who
the-
stops, gets hit by Scooter 2, which is a white scooter.
Okay, so they kind of become one here.
They've become 1. All right. Now here comes Scooter 3. That's the pink scooter.
Yeah.
All right. So now here's all the casualties. Scooters 4 and 5 have stopped,
Right.
but
wait,
scooters 12 to 87 are still to come.
Hang on. I'm still focused up here where there should be 2 scooters, right?
There are 2 scooters.
Right.
One is on top of the other right now,
Yes.
as you can see. All right.
Okay.
So now Scooter 1 or Scooter 2, pardon me,
Okay, there
the
it
white
goes.
scooter.
There
As
it
people
goes.
are-
Okay.
yeah. So Scooter 2
It
gets
gets
moved.
taken. Okay, it gets taken to the
Yes.
left. This one gets taken to the right.
to the right,
To the
and
van.
now
Okay.
now the Shriners show up and start driving around in a circle.
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, so all scooters are accounted for.
Accounted for.
Yeah, there's almost another accident right here.
Right.
Look at this.
Correct. Right there is one. Pardon my snort. Now we have scooters 12 through 87 are on their
Yeah.
way. This guy's like,
Yeah,
I'm going to go.
Look how close these
We're
two
good.
are together. How'd they not sideswipe each other?
And almost hitting the person who's on the ground still,
Right.
by the way.
Didn't even, I mean, they just kind of looked, okay, oh yeah, there's a guy there, and then goes past. Look at that.
Correct.
Look at that. Look at that. He's looking over his left shoulder. He's looking over his right shoulder. That
And
is-
these people are cutting in. Now here comes my favorite guy. These 2 dopes on the right here.
Yeah.
With the white helmet and no helmet. They see mass chaos. They see people in the street and they go,
There it is.
F
There's
it,
an opening.
we're just going to
Well,
go.
You know what? There was an opening. That was actually a legit play. There was an opening there. Look at that. That's pretty surgical. I got to give him credit
It
for
was,
that.
but they were so close
Yeah.
to getting clipped.
Not smart. I wouldn't have done it. But
No,
that's an
but they-
experienced driver there
but-
when you
but-
look at what that guy did.
But to White Helmet's point, if Scooter 1 had done what White Helmet did, none of this is happening because they would have cleared it. Oh, this may be one of my favorites we've done in a while.
That's insanity.
It
utter-
is. That's a lot of freaking scooters. God bless. Oh, no. Womp. Beep. I think, to be honest, I think the aftermath may be better than the actual beginning. Oh, man. That's so much fun.
Yeah, and so again, if you come home from work and go, stupid drivers in this town, you don't live here.
Correct.
You don't live here.
You don't have to have a crossing guard instead of a stop sign or, a stop light.
And what a piss poor crossing guard. Let's just
Yeah.
focus on the crossing
Phoning
guard,
it in.
because what an absolute limp ass sign. Stop,
Yeah,
and then okay, everything
Stop.
must be
All right,
fine.
you're
No.
good.
Hey,
You're-
I don't want to brag. I was a crossing guard in 4th grade.
Good on you.
You
Nice.
kept your sign up until
Yes.
everyone had crossed.
Everybody cleared.
And
Yes.
he completely abandons this person.
And he doesn't go far enough out.
No.
And then you're right. He abandons. Then there's bam. And then he just doesn't pay attention. Then gets hit. Takes another scooter down. There's the beep.
Yeah.
And they wait maybe half a second until the rest of the town comes out of their scooters to see what's
Right.
going on.
Yeah. I want to know who the crossing guard is way back here who let all these other people get through.
Right. Exactly.
Right? Because man, it's
And the
like
fact-
it's like a circus.
Yeah. It is. Play the Benny Hill. Cue the Benny Hill music. All right, play it. Just all going in and out.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad we broke that down, because the more I
did.
watched
I
it
am
today,
too.
the more I kept finding more and more things in there that are just mind-boggling. Mind-boggling.
Yeah. You're on it, bud. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That was
That's
what was
a
it?
good
That was like a 20-minute dissection. Thank you for holding on through that, everybody who's still there.
Yes,
Well, I
exactly.
don't know,
Thank
but-
Thank you, Twitch bots and Facebook viewers and YouTube viewers as well. We appreciate each and every one of you. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Next week will be on Wednesday.
Nah.
We have something going on Tuesday, so it'll be a Wednesday live show. But help spread the word of wonderful content like you just saw right there.
Thanks for joining.